Hello Virgo, and welcome to my channel. My name is Maria Guyan. I am an intuitive and spiritual business coach, and I'm here to help you to banish the blocks to your success so that you can manifest the business that you dream of. And I'm here today to do your weekly 1st to the 7th of August tarot card reading for money on the top row and business on the bottom row. So let's see what we've got in store for this week then, Virgo. Just having a slurp of my tea there, get myself comfy. We start with your money reading. Oh, this is a lovely card, isn't it? Panther Spirit, reclaim your power. So where have you let go of your power when it comes to your money, Virgo? The overall theme is this reclaiming your power. Where you need to focus your energy is the Six of Feathers. It's on transition and insight. This is a card about letting go of things. It's about being on a healing journey, moving on to something better. Looking good. Your strengths. We've got the Shaman there, divine wisdom and spiritual power. Power again. Virgo, there's a theme coming out, isn't there, with the power. Weaknesses, possible obstacles, challenges, the Six of Acorns, success and triumph. This just came out this way for Leo as well, interestingly enough. And this is generally a very positive card, and I love this card. But in this position, it can be about a little bit of fear of success, feeling challenged by public recognition, that sort of thing. Are you the sort of person that actually fears success more than they fear failure, Virgo? It's not unusual if you are. The outcome is the world, fulfillment and celebration, the completion of a cycle, achieving some goals. This is looking good for your money, Virgo. It really is. So, Panther Spirit, let's start at the beginning. Your overall energy for the week is this Panther Spirit. This is about you finding the courage to face any sort of challenges. You are braver than you think. Take a risk and step into a different aspect of your being. Speak as you have never spoken before. Act as you have always dreamed. You might have the courage to act. Love fearlessly and fully, and expect to feel the adrenaline rush as you are initiated into a new, braver, bolder self. Panther Spirit says the time for dreaming about what you want to do is giving way to that first courageous act towards reclaiming your Panther Spirit and power. Your new identity may feel strange at first, but you have what it takes and your soul wants this. Be bold. What is holding you back when it comes to your money, Virgo? Is it fear? Is it risk? You know, feel the fear and do it anyway. You have to. There's nothing to fear but fear itself. And I wonder if you're feeling something rising up within you, a power within you, and you're actually a little bit scared to let it out. In line with this Six of Acorns in this challenge and obstacles position, I wonder if you're actually afraid to be out and proud of who you are and what you are when it comes to money. There's a feeling here that in order to increase your income, you've got to take a few risks. That you need to demonstrate who you are in a fearless manner, is what I'm getting. It's strange because a lot of these readings have been very similar, about bravery, about putting yourself out there totally unabashedly, totally fearlessly, and that it will pay off for you if you do that. There's a lot of focus on Instagram at the moment and its new algorithm, and the fact that instead of just being a photo sharing app, it's now trying to focus on video, reels and stories and all this sort of thing, and that they're the things that will be shown to more people rather than just your photographs. And a lot of people are upset by this because not everybody's a natural video maker. You know, we don't all want to show our dinner or dance or, you know, do something crazy on there, but they're trying to be the new TikTok. There's a lot of emphasis on making videos. There's a lot of emphasis lately on doing live videos. And it's not easy, is it? It's not easy to do this stuff. You know, many of us just don't feel that we want to be open and out there. It's hard. I know it's hard. Doing this was hard. You know, when I first started doing this, I was terrified because the energy is very different than having somebody in front of me who has a specific question and I can tap into that individual energy, whereas this is speaking to the collective, and it's just not easy, you know. I mean, there's lots of different stuff going on, and I don't always know whether I'm right or wrong, or whether I resonate with anybody, or whether I'm just howling into the void. I've got no idea. But sometimes we just have to get out of our comfort zone, and I've made something like 60 odd, 70 odd videos now, and I have to confess that the more I do, the easier it becomes. And I'm not perfect at it by any means. You know, sometimes I have technical difficulties, sometimes I find myself losing track of what I'm talking about. Sometimes there's so many voices going on that I can't hear the clairaudient stuff, and I get a bit boggled and confused. There's so much enthusiasm sometimes from spirit, it's a bit crazy. But the more that I've done it, the more I've started to get comfortable, the more I enjoy doing it. And that can be how it can be for you. That if there's something that you feel that you really should be doing, and you really want to do it, but there's kind of fear holding you back, it's time to let go of that fear. So what you need to focus your energy on this week, Virgo, is the Six of Feathers. And this is a card that is about transition. It's about insight. It's about a healing journey. It's about resolving something so that you can move on to something better. It can feel difficult to let go of some things. And I'm wondering what it is that you need to perhaps let go of. You need to move forward into something else. I'm getting the feeling that it's, you know, there's been a lot of transformation going on in a lot of the readings. In July, it felt very transformative. It felt like new energy was coming in that was shaking people up. And in some ways, I feel this week in August, it's kind of an assessment of whether that transformation is paying off for you or not. Because there'll be some things that you've done that you might think, well, I hated that, it wasn't worth it. There might be other things that you did that you thought, well, it was amazing, you know, I tried some new things and they were great, and I'm going to carry on with them because they were really good. They were good for my business, they were good for me. And I feel there's some sort of insight coming in, some transition there that will make things more lucrative. I think if you review the last few weeks and figure out what's been going on and what made you money and what didn't, what felt good to you and what didn't, and I feel like there'll be some moving forward towards better income because of that. I think your fear's preventing you making money is what I'm getting here. You know, you're holding yourself back in some way. And I feel that, you know, by letting go of any fear, and it can be hard to let go of fear. It can feel uncomfortable, it can feel insecure. But I feel like you need to let go of it so that you can transition into something better. And that's where you need to focus your energy this week, Virgo, on actually letting go of the fears that you have. Your strengths, the positives this week are the Shaman. There's the Hierophant in other decks. This is about your spiritual power, your divine wisdom. It's about your ability to teach things. It's about the traditions that you've grown up with. It can be a little bit about power and your values, that sort of stuff. I feel the overarching messages I've been getting through these readings are about authenticity and being brave enough to be authentic, to reveal who you are to people. And the majority of people that I work with are light workers, they're healers, they are wise women that are there to help other women to transform and change. And some of these women are hiding in a spiritual closet and not revealing who they truly are for fear of repercussions, or for fear of losing clients, or for fear of being laughed at, or whatever it is. But I feel that Spirit is saying now it's time to stand up and be counted. And the majority of my readings are the same. You know, stand up and be counted. Be truly who you are. And stop worrying about the people that may judge you or criticize you on that. And focus on the people that will appreciate it and will benefit from what you are doing. And as I said, this challenges and obstacles, it keeps coming out in that position. And I feel like the overall message there is this fear of being recognized publicly. The Six of Acorns is a really positive card. It's about success and triumph. It's about confidence, enthusiasm, leadership, power. It's a really brilliant card for entrepreneurs to pull. In this position in the finances, in the challenge or obstacle, I think it's kind of indicating this fear of stepping up, a fear of being a leader, a lack of confidence, a feeling that you don't maybe have the power. But power cards, these are all power cards. Your power, and demonstrating your power and being open and honest about your power and being authentic to who you are, is going to give you the world there. And the world is about celebration, it's about achieving goals, it's about coming full circle, it's about completing things. And I feel that if you take your power back, your keyword is clearly for this month, your power, is what I feel. And it's going to lead into this money. There will be money coming in, without a doubt. It's going to lead to more lucrative possibilities for you. And I think you need to be confident, you need to embrace the leadership, and the more that you do that, more people will be drawn to you. The Six of Acorns, this leadership, people seeing what you are instead of fearing it. This fear, I've just been given the message that the fear of public recognition is stopping people learning about you and who you are and what your message is and what you can do for people. You are a change maker. You are what I call a firefly, somebody that lights up the world. And when you get enough fireflies together, you get a whole beacon of light. But if you don't shine your light as a firefly, nobody knows you're there because you're sitting in the dark. Does that make sense? So in order to receive the money that you want, you've got to feel a bit of the fear. Let it go. Recognize how powerful you are. And spread your message so that people can see you. People are aware of you. And then you've got success, triumph, fulfillment, celebration. It's a really positive reading, this one, when it comes to finances. But money does not just fall into your lap, Virgo. You have to work for it. And by that, it isn't always about hard, physical, practical work. It's about inner work and banishing whatever blocks there are to your financial success by digging deep and healing what's going on. Somebody, I've got a feral cat knocking at my door now. They're so cheeky. Right, I am going to fix my lighting because the sun is now shining through my window and it lights up the cards and it's a bit distracting. So I'm going to have another slurp of coffee and then we'll get into your business reading. So the overall energy for the week, whoa, we have the Star, but it's in reverse. This can be you losing a bit of optimism, losing a bit of hope there. Maybe feeling, you know, I mean, I'll put this in the upright so you can see. There's it's called the Pole Star in this deck. This is the Wildwood Tarot and it's beautiful. There's the guy trying to follow the star. But in reverse, it could mean that you've got a lack of clarity, that you're not sure what direction to go in. Maybe you're feeling a little bit hopeless this week. Where you need to focus your energy, the Ace of Shells, again in reverse. This can be about needing to find a new way to be creative, but there's a block there. The card is happiness and abundance. Where are you blocking? Or where are you being blocked in finding this new way of being? This happiness and abundance, there's a block there somewhere. Oh, right, your strengths and possible positives. King of Crystals. Again, he's in reverse. This is about courage and commitment. This is about ambition, rewards. There's a blockage this week here. Oh, possible obstacles. Nine of Feathers. Perspective. Self-empowerment. But we're in reverse. Okay. What's happening here? The outcome, the Four of Acorns, comfort and community are also in reverse. I'm going to take a moment because when I get a row of cards like this in reverse, and sometimes it does happen, I've had it happen with some of my larger readings, my Celtic Cross readings, where, I don't know, 9 of them have come out in reverse, and I have to ask Spirit whether this is how they are meant to be read. Or, you know, I get a bit paranoid and I think, oh, maybe I had the deck upside down. I have to ask Spirit if this is how they were meant to be read. Now, Spirit says that this is exactly how they were meant to be read, and I'm not to turn them upright. There's huge blocks here, Virgo, that need to be addressed. Spirit is telling me now to merge the reading, and that even though these cards are in reverse and they're indicating blocks, that in conjunction with the money reading about you reclaiming your power, it will all make sense. Now, at one time I didn't used to read reverse cards because I didn't want to say anything that could be perceived as negative and, you know, make people feel upset or feel down or feel depressed about something. But I've since learned that if you read the reversals, you can learn so much from them. You can fix things. You can move ahead and fix things. So let's have a look at this Ace of Shells. The Ace of Shells is in reverse. Normally this is all about abundance and happiness and health and love. This is talking about you needing to rebuild energy. It can be about you feeling emotionally drained, disconnected, lonely. And I'm being brought back there to this card. This guy is alone here. He's following his star, but he feels very alone. He's just got a little bit of light around himself there, if you can see that. But otherwise, he's alone trying to follow this star. And I get the feeling that this is how you're feeling in your business. That you don't particularly feel like you're supported. You feel a bit drained, you feel a bit disconnected, you feel a lack of clarity about what you're doing and where you're going. That's what's kind of coming through here. That this week you're going to feel a little bit like you're not supported, but I want to remind you that, you know, people do support you. They just may not be showing it in the way that you want it to be shown. It could be that it's time for you to communicate maybe with your partner that you need a bit of extra support, a bit of extra love to help you keep going. We all hit these lows in business. You know, it's normal. It's not a reason to give up. And I know, you know, I can say the same thing about this. My husband is wonderful. He's very supportive, but doesn't really understand what I do. He's very sort of practical. He's the best person in the world, actually, for somebody like me to be married to, because he grounds me when I'm off with the fairies. But at the same time, he is very practical about things. And sometimes I sit here in this office that is my magical space, and I feel very alone. You know, I am a solitary witch. A lot of the time I like that. Don't get me wrong, I'm quite happy with that. Sometimes when I need a bit of business support, I don't always get it because, or at least I do, you know, they feel like they're being supportive. My husband feels like he's been very supportive, and he does his very best. But it's not always the kind of support that I need. It could be that you need to find some other business owners that are used to the highs and lows of business and the getting close to wanting to give up sort of thing, in order to just share your feelings and boost yourself. We move in to the King of Crystals, which is your strengths and positives. And again, he's in reverse. Now, in the upright, he's a king of prosperity. I wonder if the blockage you feel here is that you're not getting the prosperity as fast as perhaps you would like. There he is in the upright, look. Very powerful, full of courage and commitment. Are you losing your courage and commitment here? You need to be looking. You need to be reviewing what is going on. Your strength this week will be in deciding whether what you are currently doing is in alignment with the goals that you have set for your business. If you're struggling with clarity, if you're struggling because you feel lonely and you feel alone, the answer to it is to find other people, to maybe pivot your business into something that actually allows other people in some way. Somebody else for you to work with. Does that make sense? I think some of you have started a solitary thing, and being alone isn't really for you. You need to be around some other people. Now, it could be that you just need to start a community of your own, or it could be that you need to join a community that will help to prop you up with this. And it will be a strength for you to focus on your goals, to maybe form a routine, to maybe look at where the business, it makes you happy, and where the business does not make you happy, and see if you can change anything that will bring it back into a joyful place for you to be. Now, obstacles is the 9 of feathers. Again in reverse. And as I said, I asked Spirit what to do with them, whether there was something different I should be doing. And they said no. They said this is how they're meant to be read. Now, porcupine is normally all about perspective and self-empowerment. And again, this ties in with this panther, with the shaman, with the 6 of acorns. But this little guy is in reverse. This is about, maybe you're sinking into a bit of doom and gloom here, Virgo, and it's, or maybe for some of you, you're avoiding your feelings. Maybe intuitively you know that something isn't working. And rather than face your emotions, you are avoiding. But actually, by not facing these emotions around the business, you're prolonging this issue. It's time for you to get out of this gloom. Your obstacle here is the fact that it would be very easy for you to sink into some sort of depression about this lack of clarity about feeling alone and lonely. I don't want you to do that, Virgo. Spirit doesn't want you to do that. Spirit is saying that, this obstacle of sinking into doom and despair will hold you back. Spirit wants you to know that this too shall pass. Okay? This is the dark before the dawn. There is light at the end of the tunnel, and you will not see that light if you focus only on the doomy gloomy bits. When we feel doomy gloomy and blocked, it's up to us to investigate why. Why do we feel that way? Why? What is it about our business? What are we doing that is bringing us down? Is it that the clients that we have are not the right clients? I've been there, done that. As a therapist, I was working with people with depression. But my trouble was that I was attracting the wrong people. Yes, they were depressed, but they were not motivated to get better. And I know that sounds a bit weird, but quite often depressives will hit a point where they decide enough's enough. And I know this from experience, that, you hit a make or break point. And for me, those clients that were coming to me, they wanted to feel better, or they said they wanted to feel better, but they wanted me to fix them. I wasn't attracting the clients that were motivated to say, look, enough's enough. I need to make the changes in my life that will help me shift this depression. And some changes were physical, some were emotional, some, practical, spiritual, whatever. But they were not willing to do the work. And I would come away from my job after speaking to these people feeling totally demoralized and depressed myself. And so I realized that these were the wrong clients for me. I couldn't work with them. That job has to be for somebody else. And, it sounds terrible, but, you have to take care of your own needs and protect yourself. We've got this porcupine who's got spines here that, he uses to protect himself when he feels in danger. And so it could be, for some of you, that you're attracting the wrong kind of clients. You don't like them. You don't want to work with them. They make you feel low. They bring you down. It could be for some of you that you're taking part in an activity in your business that makes you feel down, low, pointless. Maybe you get bad feedback on it and you're just thinking, I don't know what to do. Get rid of it and bring in something new. Something that does light you up, something that does make you feel happy and joyful. Let's not just sink into these doomy, gloomy feelings and choose not to do anything about them. It's time to just reevaluate, reassess, and figure this stuff out so you can move forward positively. Spirit is just telling me, remember, we have the world here, and that if we merge this reading, that by dealing with all this emotional stuff, all these blocks that are going on, you will still achieve this fulfillment and celebration financially. And obviously to get this financial stuff, it means getting your business house in order. So your possible outcome is the 4 of acorns in reverse. And Spirit is telling me that they are going to clarify that for you in a moment. But before we get there, let's just look at that card. This is actually about, normally, if I turn him upright, this is normally a really nice card, and it's about prosperity, comfort, community, coming home after a period of time exploring. But in the reverse, this is about being patient and focusing on your goals, being appreciative of the things that matter. It can mean that there are delays, that there are restrictions, and possibly even rebellion. Spirit is telling me we need to clarify that one, because there is a deeper message to be told. Spirit never likes to leave messages hanging or without some sort of positive advice to help you turn it around. And this is no different. The Four of Pentacles. This is about control, it's about possessions, budgeting, security, organisation and power. It's telling you can take control of things, that you can balance everything. I mean, look at this guy, he's balancing stuff on his head, in his hands, standing on it. He's in control of the financial situation there. He is all about security, he's about organising things. And I feel organisation is the key word there, because there's this lack of clarity, this lack of feeling, this lack of hope almost of where you're going. This maybe feeling not particularly optimistic at the moment. But this is saying, you know, start taking control of things. A lot of the time feelings of doom and gloom and stuff come out of the fact that we feel hopeless or powerless. So the second we start taking back our power, then we're in control again, and these things start to come back round. So what have I got? The second card to clarify that is the Nine of Pentacles. And this is all about security, abundance, self-sufficiency, independence, comfort and luxury. It's kind of telling you to get your thoughts in order. Take control of your money. Reclaim your power. We're back to this. It's about getting out of your comfort zone a little bit and doing some things that might scare you but actually will benefit you and benefit the other people at large. It's about you fulfilling your ambitions, but you need to know what those ambitions are, and you need to make sure that you are following a path that fulfills them. And then you've got a very positive outcome. Loads of pentacles here, lots of material success, lots of luxury and comfort, you know, abundance going on. But this reverse stuff is just lighting up some of the blocks that you've got, these feelings of doom and gloom. And I'm telling you now, and Spirit is telling you now, that by facing these things head on, by looking at where you feel powerless, by looking at where you feel disorganized, by looking at where you feel you're hemorrhaging money or time or whatever, you can turn it around. So focus on the positives, get some enthusiasm up for reorganizing, reevaluating, checking out what's working and what's not, seeing if you can see things from a new perspective, seeing if, you know, start. Spirit's saying start here. Find your guiding star. Find it. Why are you running this business? What do you want to achieve? What do you want this business to look like? Because once you know that clearly, then you can start to organize all the rest of it to meet that goal. You know your path then. And that path will lead you to all this abundance. But at the moment you're blocked. You're blocked by some of this other stuff that's going on. So if you need to talk to me about it at all, Virgo, please just drop me a line in the comments below and we can chat about this stuff. Let me know if this resonated with you. Let me know if it helps you. I am available for private readings. You can probably see a testimonial popping up right now on your screen that will tell you what it's like to work with me. We can work on all sorts of stuff, whether it be starting the right business, whether it be working out these blocks and getting rid of them. Lots of different stuff. My readings are very coaching style as well, so it won't just be a reading. There will be some intuitive and spiritual coaching that goes alongside the reading for you. So hopefully you will leave my video feeling full of clarity and courage and with a clear path of what you need to be doing next. Please subscribe, ding the bell, and then you'll not miss out on any of my further videos, and I'm planning on putting quite a few helpful videos out in the next few weeks, so I'd hate for you to miss out on some real good advice from Spirit. And I will see you next time, Virgo. Have a great week.